I hate to admit this, I'm kind of tired of working on this song.
Behind the scenes with Royish good looks studio diary.
Here we are again. Today is Sunday, April 30th. This is the 21st studio day, studio diary entry for The Mandalorian. It's pretty crazy to think that it's 21 sessions to get where we are today. A lot of work goes into it. I'm working hard. I promise I am working as hard as I can. So today we've got a couple easy notes to go through. I want to check the delay throw for the second to last man. At the end of the first chorus, there's a weird kind of shape to it, and I want to retune some of the vocals. It's still kind of bugging me, but less so. But I know what we need to do to fix it. I want to turn the solo up a touch. I want to ride the... There's this intro lick that's kind of washed over by the fill, so we need to turn that up. And then I think I'm going to turn all of the vocals up. So a couple really easy tweaks there. Vocal tuning might be a little annoying. Overall, just these last sort of little tweaks. Now the vocal up thing, I like where the vocals are, but I did a lot of listening yesterday to just other music other than my own. So that's another great way to get a reference point. Don't just listen to your own mix or your own mixes, listen to real music. And so I did that, and not everything, but a few of the songs that I was listening to yesterday, a few of the albums, I was like, wow, the vocals are pretty loud. I don't think they're not present per se in our mix, but they occasionally get lost. So I think I'm gonna bring them up, not a lot, just a little, and same thing with the solo. So again, easy stuff. That's all I wanna do today. I would love to be done in like 15, 20 minutes, maybe even less. I'm hoping that on Monday or Tuesday, I can settle on this version and be like, this is cool. Probably Tuesday. Submit it to the distributors, settle on the video, submit that to YouTube, and move on. Because I hate to admit this, I really hate to admit this, but I'm kind of tired of working on this song. 21 different studio days. It's time for something new. I do have some other projects that I would like to work on, including this behind the scenes documentary. I would love to get to editing this. That's going to be kind of my next main thing. But I do have a couple other musical ideas that I want to play around with. We got to finish this so we can move on to those. It's a matter of time. In less than 1 week, the song will be out. We'll be free to goof around on lots of other projects. But it all starts with us finishing the mix today.
Behind the scenes.
Let's do this. Let's do the tuning first, because that's the most annoying one, right? See, that comes in at the same time as the main one here. These other ones are a little bit, maybe these have to shuffle over a little bit. And then these, the what. Just a little bit more of a slide. It's funny because we already kind of did this. And then you know what, actually, we could take a look, because that's what this one looks like, right? So it slides up from F sharp to G, a little sharp there, which is interesting. What does this one look like though, if we track the main high one? That slides up from F. So there you go. One interesting thing we could do, follow their lead here, and then let's track in these other ones again. So that one does match a little bit. Yeah, this is the thing about autotune that bugs me. So when you move this, watch this. If we move this guy, like we don't need to change that. Like that's kind of weird sometimes how that, and then it's making it sharp here. It doesn't make any sense to me. Haven't really used a lot of autotune lately, kind of for this reason. Melodyne is a lot more transparent with this kind of thing. Like even that, what the heck? This is the note I'm going for, and that's what you're gonna give me? Charlie Puth would just line tool it. Let's see what happens if we were just render that. It sounds super smooth. And then let's do that for all these.
What makes the Mandalorian?
Just a little better. How many times are we gonna end up editing this vocal part until it's right? Is today the last day? Okay, that's pretty good. Vocals up a touch. Let's do that one next, since we can maybe live with that one for a minute. We're at 7.8. Point 0.4 dB. Let's do that. And then solo up. So similarly, let's turn the entire solo up 0.5 or so dB. And these really weren't like, it's not that I couldn't hear the vocal or I couldn't hear the solo. This is that final little like, can it just rest above the rest of the mix a little bit? So the same spot here, you get the crash cymbal, like It kind of hides what the solo's doing. Yeah, it's this note here that gets lost. All right, up just a little bit, and then man at the end. C1, the shape of this delay throw is a little weird.
What makes the man DeLorean? What makes the man?
On this man.
DeLorean? What makes the man?
Maybe we can solo all the vocals.
What makes the man?
Maybe just because the like hiccup at the end gets cut off, that's weird.
What makes the man? What makes the man?
I think that'll be a little bit better. Okay, so that's everything. Let's get rid of these bad boys. So hopefully we've fixed all the little minor errors. I think that all of these things are great little spell checks, totally natural. Like that's the other thing. You might think I'm crazy through a lot of this, but this is also like the routine and ritual that I've had or that I've developed through doing like 60 of these songs. So however insane it might seem, it's just the way that I do it. When you get to this point in the process, it's these little small tweaks that are annoying to me that maybe are not annoying to anybody else. That's my labor of love. When I listen to this, I don't want to hear things poking out. You know, in a year or two, maybe a week from now, you know, of course, you're always going to hear it differently. One of my favorite quotes about mixing from the Beatles engineer Ken Scott, he says, "My perfect on one day is not my perfect on another day, so I realized there's no such thing." Truer words cannot be spoken, but I'm going to release this very shortly, and I would love it to be as close to perfect. I know there's no such thing, but as close to that as possible. It's these little tweaks that do that. So I'm going to bounce this. I'll listen to it tonight. I'll listen to it tomorrow. We'll see if it's perfect. And if there's still something that's bugging me, I'll come back and tweak it and we'll do mix 5. It's okay. We'll just revise it. Okay, so I'm going to print this down and maybe I'll see you for another mix revision. Maybe I'll see you on a more interesting episode of the Royish Good Looks Studio Diary. I haven't made the theme song yet, so if I've been using it throughout the series, I haven't recorded it yet. That's one of the other things that I would like to get to after finishing this project. So that's on deck, but not today.
Behind the scenes with Roy.